we still haven't seen the end of this investigation. January 2nd, you're going to be out of office. Perhaps the U.S. attorney might think, okay, at this point, there's no reason to bring charges against you. There's no reason to say this investigation is over. Is there some part of you that wants there to be some final
closure,
sure, a chance to, even if it means them charging you and you going to court and defending your name? If there's a choice between them just dropping this and them charging you and you clearing your name in a court of law, what's the better option?
Well, I don't think any of those are better options, to say, yeah, charge me so I can get in court and prove that I didn't do this. Who would want to go through that, Mike? I don't want to go through that. I have maintained all along, for however long this has gone on, it's incredible. This has gone on from the beginning of this administration until the end of it. And I have not changed my story from the very beginning of it, and I have no intentions of changing it. I would hope that they would realize that, what I'm saying is factual.
If they went through all of this and it got to the point, and to this point you're out of office, you lost because you say of all of this investigation, and they don't charge you, what is that? What is that? What word would you use to describe that?
Political?
Pardon?
Political? Would you say it was political?
I'm not going to characterize it at all at this stage. Obviously, I wish this investigation, would be over with. I wish it had been over with before 9 months ago, when the primary was conducted. And obviously, I want somebody to stand up and say I'm vindicated.
Well, Mr. Mayor, Bob Bennett,
are y'all going to spend the entire half
this
hour talking about this?
We're doing it now in the middle of your appearance. We started with the good stuff. We're going to do this, and then we're going to go back to the good stuff for you to end the program. I mean, although this is unless Kojo wants to go off the rails.
No, we have callers.
Okay, all right. Bob Bennett, your attorney, gave you good advice. He said, let me handle the legal stuff. You go be the best mayor you can be, and that's what you've done. Mm-hmm. All right, I don't think anybody can doubt that. The problem has been, we do keep asking about this because, in part, with your attorney, you have not discussed what you did do during the campaign. You've said you're not going to discuss it. My lawyer says not to. And you said you haven't done anything wrong. And that Jeffrey Thompson, the principal money bags for the shadow campaign, was lying about your involvement. But you haven't been able to talk about, maybe when you leave office, will you be more open to discussing what you did? Because if you didn't know anything about what was happening, then some of your best lifelong friends did you a horrible service. They undermined you. They undermined your credibility, your reputation, your long-term ability to serve the city. So I want to hear you talk about that, whether you get charged or not. Will we ever hear that?
I have no idea. I've said what I think needed to be said, Tom. What's interesting to me, too, is it appears that, now you read the same articles I did. I don't know, you may have been part of writing the article, that apparently the same situation happened with Hillary Clinton. Anybody remember that?
Yep, I do.
You mean the Whitewater stuff? All that?
No, I'm talking about the same situation.
But the difference was that in her campaign, the shadow campaign wasn't run in tandem and along with and next door in the office of your campaign.
Well, I'm glad that you can make those distinctions. And it's amazing to me that you all haven't pursued any of that. Okay?
And the prosecutors have not. They haven't said anything, but there's been no indication that Hillary Clinton had the slightest idea that in hundreds of millions of dollars.
And where's the indication that I did?
Well, because
somebody said it?
No, because of what Jeffrey Thompson pleaded guilty to, what Jeannie Clark Harris pleaded guilty to, what Vernon Hawkins has pleaded guilty to. I mean, there's quite an inference of a shadow around you.
Inference is very different than
well, so that's what.